This is Hamlet, one of the best, if not the best defender I've met, and he is going to show you 5 defensive skills to defend against attackers. So it is advisable to stick around till the end so you can be a better defender.
What's up guys, this is Hamlet from Blue Bloods Football. As you can see here, today, like my guy said here, we're going to be doing 5 defensive drills. Get ready. Tip number 1. Watch your environment. It is important to note that scanning isn't a trick only used for midfielders. Defenders should constantly scan their environment to make sure of any oncoming danger or holes in the defense. It is also important to check on your fellow defenders and see where a line should be held. A second tip to this should be to remember what you are protecting, your goalkeeper and therefore your goals. Constantly keep notes of where you are in relation to your goals as you're looking over your shoulders. Communication is definitely key. Communicate with fellow defenders to establish who holds the offside line. Remember, it's more difficult to keep clean sheets in football than to score goals. Being organized is a massive part of working in a solid defense. Tip number 2. Jockey. Jockeying involves hovering around your opponent and timing your tackle to perfection. Stay on your toes and always be ready for fast movements. Avoid being flat-footed so you can keep up with the opponent if they decide to make bursts of speed. Do not, I repeat, do not overcommit too early, else you might leave yourself exposed and a hole in your defense. Always decide whether you're marking the space or the man. Number 3. Make your first tackle your best one. We finally get onto tackling. Remember, come in hard for your first tackle, even if you have to commit a foul outside of the box. Remember not to break their legs or get carded, but note that football is a mental game, especially defending. Committing fouls like this or committing tackles like this can ensure that you get in your opponent's head and don't make it so easy for them to come at you next time. They will always overthink every attack from here on out. For your 4th tip, best to keep in mind that attackers are not the only people that can use skillful moves. In defending, we can use something called the Haze tackle, at least I named it that. Hesitate to tackle before you go in for your opponent. Get into his head. Now, for your 5th tip, it is important to remember to never give up. When you get passed in a situation on a one-on-one, don't just stand there in despair, no matter how bad you got chowed on the skill. Turn back and run straight after the person who passed you. Or turn around and head straight to position depending on what your opposing defender is doing. As for a bonus tip guys, it is important to watch the ball and not the body. The majority of attackers' tricks consists of body feints and trickery to distract you from the actual object, which is the ball. Keep that in mind. Second bonus tip, it is important to remember that you do not always have to make the tackle. Being a defender is about being a deterrent. Positioning is important. Remember, you can always marshal the attacker out and narrow his angle for a shot. Like, subscribe, comment, Blue Bloods Football. Yes sir.